What's up, everybody? This is Jed with JB Construction for this week's Contractor Tip Tuesday. It's a little warm out here. We're in Sherwood working on this roof. So this is a roof that we get called on a lot. It's a lean-to over a back porch that has been misinstalled. And so I just kind of want to walk you through this process today. I've got started on the tear out already, and we'll do the build back. But I kind of want to just show you kind of what's going on with this roof. So what's happened here is we've got a 25-year shingle, 3-tab, pretty common. And what's happened is they put this 3-tab shingle on a low pitch roof. So let me get my pitch gauge out and I'll show you guys what I mean. So these shingles are not supposed to be on anything below a 312 pitch, and I believe this is probably a 212. Let me just check it real quick. Yeah, so it's showing up as a 2. I'm sure you guys can see that. And so what happens a lot of times is people put these things on a 212 pitch, and you know they can't handle the wind gusts, and they also can't handle the amount of rain that comes in on a daily basis. So what ends up happening is they leak, and then you get problems underneath and everything else. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to go back in to this joint right here where the roofs meet, and we're going to put some ice, what's called ice and water shield, in that area, and then we're going to go back in with a peel and stick roll roofing. I think a bitumen roof is the best roof to use on these, a peel and stick or a torch down, and I can kind of walk you through the difference as we go. But today we're going to be using a peel and stick since I'm out here by myself. So anyway, I'm going to continue to go ahead and tear this thing off, and we'll be back in a little bit. What's up, everybody? It's day 2. We're finished with this flat roof job. I just wanted to kind of show you what we did out here and how you can kind of fix it on your own if you have an issue like this. So first of all, I came up here. We put a nice thick layer of ice and water shield under this area right here. That'll give it a nice barrier to keep from any further leaks. We also tied in about a bundle of new shingles in here. You get some rips and things like that whenever you replace these things. It's not terribly difficult to do, and we'll probably talk about shingle installation at some point in time, but that's not today. And then we put this modified bitumen peel and stick roof. This stuff is super sticky, so if you are installing it, I would suggest really going through and reading those owner's manuals. There's some pretty good how-to videos on it, on how to stick it, but basically you just roll it out a little bit, pull your stick out, your paper off the back, and then you stick it. But it's, as you can see, it's a bitumen roof, so it's really strong. This is actually stronger than even your average shingle, so it's really good stuff. I love to put this stuff on these roofs. You can also do, a lot of people like to do torch down, but the average homeowner is not going to have the ability to do a torch down roof, so we like to put these bitumen roofs on here. One other thing I wanted to show you guys before we leave this job is these pipe jacks. These are, I'll show you real quick. These are something that we get a call on a lot. And so, if you take a look at this boot right here, it's in fairly decent shape. It's probably not leaking yet, but I don't know if you can see, but it's starting to get a little bit of dry rot on it. Those things will split, just kind of split down the side whenever they finally mess up fully. And so we actually just put a slip boot over those things. They're about $5. Any homeowner can do it. I would suggest getting on your roof if it's super steep, but one that's just in a regular residential area, it's a pretty easy fix for that. One other thing I want to show you on this flat roof before we go is you really want to make sure that you've got a good drip edge on these things. This actually has a gutter apron on it, and I had the guys do a little bit more of an overhang just so she didn't have any more problems. You can actually just cut it all the way up to the drip edge if you want to. That's not a problem. But you want to make sure you use some drip edge on that. One other thing I would just add is a lot of times when we fix these, we do use a metal roof. And I like a metal panel roof. It's a really economical way to do it if you're not comfortable digging into your roof, because we did have to replace a couple of sheets of decking on this one. If you're not comfortable with that, you can just go ahead and run strips on your roof, put metal over it. Of course, you have to go go ahead and put that ice and water shield in it, but then you're going to want to use a metal flashing as a tie-in right there instead of just the regular shingles. On this roof, the bitumen actually makes a pretty good tie-in, so we don't really need all that. And so that kind of does it for today, guys. If you like this video, hit like, subscribe for new videos. If you have any questions, put them down in the link below. And that's about it for this week's Contractor Tip Tuesday.